Huh. Cheers, guys. Hey, check this out. Okay, now if... Well, wait a minute.
Now me.
Okay, now I'll have to see if I can get the volume to turn down. Oops, wrong button. Wrong way. Try to change the channel. Come on. Well, actually, here, we'll just do it this way. We got to go over to audio video 1. Okay. Because I got the computer hooked up to the other one. All right, now we got to get the volume down, right? That's this button here. And let's take it all the way down. That way I don't get any trouble. Strike or something. Come on, button, work right. No, the other way. There you go. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Other way, other way. It's a damn pivot button. See if I push both of them same time. All right, now I'm trying to get it to go down. Come on. No other way. All right, now. Okay, you see what I got going. I'm going to play you the video. Now, that's the Mississippi River right there. Now, not this guy. This is a Big Al, the black guy. The other guy, he is the Army recruiter, and he's the one that shot all this video. Now, y'all can see I'm in my bedroom. I moved over to the other room, you know, where the mirror and everything's at. And dog's over there. Yep, got all my goodies set back up over on this side. But what I did do is, look, I got a pole here. And I got a pair of vice grips. And I'm going to set my phone on here so I can record the video. Now, I wish I could play it because there's 3 songs on there that actually, here, let me set you down. I'm trying to get you all set up. Whoops. There's that. And let's zoom in a little bit. I think that looks good, don't you? We'll take it back out so you can see the whole TV. There you go. Now, this is a fishing video. Now I'm just going to push play since there's no sound. But it's a fishing video that Big Al there took the Army recruiter out on his boat first. And they went fishing. So he made the video. But see, there was just a real quick short trip that he took him on, right? Then I had my bass boat, and he took videos of my bass boat. And so I thought I'd go ahead and show it to you. I wish I could play the sound, but it's songs. It's, well, I'm gonna miss her if I get home today. And see, there's the deep well part that I took him to. There's me. That was me and my old boat. Now, this is all part of me fishing. There's me and my Mariner, 150 horse. It was a big old bass boat. Big old bass boat. 18, there was him driving my boat. And there's his daughter. But yeah, we went to the diversion channel. There's my daughter on the left right there. Went to the diversion channel, and we did a whole bunch of catfishing. It was cold in the morning, can you tell? That's my daughter. And his daughter got gloves on. But those are some of the fish that we caught. And yeah, I can just, I can talk about it. But yeah, that was my 18-foot bass boat. Had 150 horse. It had 2 live wells. It was the regular bass boat. Had the 1 big seat in the front, the 2 regular seats. I think you can kind of get a picture of the boat as you watch it. But he really wanted to take the kids out fishing. I said, well, let's go. We'll take them out. And so we did. And it was a blast. We had a fun time. Yeah, and we caught some fish. But like I said, that was down at the old diversion channel. My grandpa called it the ditch. Yeah, I think you can kind of. I'm not going to tear it up because I don't want to get a strike or anything. Because I'm going to keep this up because this is a good memorial. But yeah, that was one of my better boats. Now the other boat that I got, I have another video and I can show it to you. Those are the little ones that him and Al took when they went fishing. Some that's not with Al. But when they went with Al, he also caught some catfish with them. But at the end of the video, you'll see our stringer. We kept them. And he kind of played them all together. Yeah, we had a blast. We did. We really had a blast. It was an all-day event. But where we were at, you'd actually put in down there at the diversion channel. And I've talked about it a bunch. And then you got to go about 20 miles up river, up creek, to get to this big old honey hole. And you can kind of see the way the honey hole is. It's a T that it goes down, and then that's the big ditch there. But see this, there's a big flat cove for breeding area, and that's actual Hubble Creek that dropped that. See right there's the big ditch, and Hubble Creek dropped into the big ditch, and it just made it a honey of a hole. Well, you can tell we just caught the hell out of them. I was a little chunkier back in, wasn't I? Old fat ass Bob. But I weighed 100. That was before I got cancer. That was me right there. I weighed 195 pounds. I built like a brick shit. Got two on one pole. I built like a brick shit house back then. I could pick up a small block Chevy out of a pickup truck and set her on the ground. And we did. We caught all kinds of fish, man. Well, I mean, I'm going to take y'all there. When I get my boat going, this houseboat, we're going to go up creek like that, and that's where we're going to go too. Because it's a good fishing hole. Yep. Now, if I had to guess the year, I think this was 2011. What? It jumps off. Right then it jumped off. And I look at my pole like, what the hell? Well, son of a ding. He's like, shit, Bob. Yeah, I really did. We really enjoyed it. There's a cardful caught down there at the mouth of the Mississippi. That just happened to be a picture I had on there's a 40-pounder right there that him and Al caught. They fish strictly on the river, and I like these coves, kind of like that right there. But once you get pulled into a bank somewhere, that's what you get out of the river. That's a big old 40-pounder for sure. But man, for eating catfish, man, this right here, that right there, that is a cat's pajamas. That's just too much fish. Look at that. Oh, that'd make you one of the best catfish fillet sandwiches. There's my boat right there. Like I said, I got a few videos on this is on DVD. Now, he burned it. I wouldn't know how to do that shit. Saved my life. You can tell at the end of the day I'm getting hot. But there's sound on here too where I can't play it because the music's playing in the background. But there's that old abandoned sailboat that was up at the mouth of the Mississippi. It sat there for almost a year. Nobody could claim it. You could have pulled up there and just got a hold of it and claimed mariner rights and took it. But nobody did. It was just tied up there right in the center. Well, not in the center. It was kind of off to the side. But somebody had anchored it there and left it, and I guess they couldn't get back to it. Yeah. You know that's just nothing but fun. Of course we were set, but yeah, that was my last bass. That was my last boat. Now the boat I had before this is the one I'll show you. That tape is actually on VHS. It's on yeah, a tape. You actually got to play it on a tape, you know. But I was waiting to pause the video. Well, I mean, I think I'll just go ahead and let it play, and then once it's done, then I'll just stop this video and I'll make you another one. But I'll label this one, I guess I'll label this 2011 fishing trip. How about that? Look at him, grinning like a possum. That was me actually holding the video camera and using it. Yeah, I use the camera a little bit, but I was worried about dropping it in the water. And the reason, I guess, you know, he was taking all the videos. So that's why he's got a lot of pictures of his daughter fishing, because they didn't know how soon they were going to be shipping out. But since he was on administrative leave, he didn't know next time he's going to get out to get it in a boat. So he was really excited to go. They planned it for like a week. I mean, us adults, shit, we could sit out there from sun up to sundown. But the kids, you know, they can only fish for so long. And after that, it's just like, okay, we've had it. My daughter's the same way. Back then, she was the same way. She's, like I said, she used to go with me on the boat quite a bit. She just about as much as, watch, and I caught it. Boom. He hollered at her. He said, "Hey, don't sling that at him." And I just happened to take my hand out and I caught that catfish just like that. Not like that, but the other way. Yeah, I wish I could play the songs, because they're funny. One is "Don't Look at Full." But this is our string of catfish from that day. So when you go with me, that's what you get. We get a load of catfish. And good eatings. Good eatings, because it's clean water. It's not the Mississippi River. It's a creek that drops into the diversion channel that drops into the Mississippi River. And there's about 25 miles apart from them. Yep, NASA is wide open in a no-wake zone, because Mississippi, or the diversion channel, is 9.9 horsepower or less. Yep, there you go. So I hope y'all enjoyed it. Here, let me do this. Let me do this. Ready? There we go. Now, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I like showing y'all some of the stuff that I used to do, because that was when I was somewhat healthy. Now the next video I'll show you is even years before that. And it would have been right after I got custody. I told you all about this on the video when we were watching the storms. So if you didn't see it, it's an hour long. So it might take you a little while to get through it. But in there you can also hear some of the times back when I got custody of my dog. Well, the next video I'm going to show you is when we were at Clearwater Lake and I was in my ski boat. Now I won't show the whole thing because it's my neighbor and the neighbor that grew up, because at this time he's not a cop. He's just a teenage boy going to high school. That's the same like my daughter, you know. And on the video, I'm using my ski boat to pull the kids around the back of the boat on a tube, right? But the very beginning of the video is his family at the campground and all that. And I'm not going to show that because they gave me a copy. just a complete copy. And I'm not going to show all that, but what I will show is when they were at the lake, they rented a pontoon, Clearwater Lake. They rented a pontoon. Well, we camped. We tent camped for 13 weekends straight one year. But they showed up. They got a cabin, rented a pontoon boat for the day, and wanted to see what is it that every weekend we would go do. And so I'll start the next video. I'll start it where I come pulling up on my ski boat, and you can see it would be me, my ex-wife, my daughter, and my ex-wife's son at the time. And then we do a little bit of jumping off the creeks and stuff, but it doesn't have any music in it. So you can hear the splashing and the motors running and the, you know, stuff like that. Hope y'all had a good time. Super Bob's here. And we're going to have more of these. Maybe just a whole lot slower on the houseboat coming soon. All right, guys. Y'all have a beautiful day. Captain Super Bob is out.